Hey there. Well, happy Tuesday to you guys. I hope you're doing well. October 19th. Let's see what's going on. So you are aware of the full moon in Aries. You're aware we're moving into Scorpio time. That's very intense time, obviously. We do have Mercury going direct this week and Jupiter going direct, which is super duper good energy moving forward. You know, I just feel that if you have really had the feeling of no progress, I do feel like this week is going to make you feel a whole lot better. This week and the next couple of weeks, okay? So we'll talk more about what's going to be happening and how you might be impacted by it this week. I'm also going to be doing a series of North Node in your sign, North Node in the sign of Gemini, North Node in the sign of Capricorn. So watch for those readings. That should be a really fun, interesting, informative series. So that's coming up, and the dream class is next week. Woo! Got a lot going on. All right. Not for you. Message in a bottle. Blessed. All right. So some of you who are, I feel like this might be targeted at, especially since we're moving into Scorpio time, people who have fixed signs. So Taurus and Leo and Scorpio and Aquarius, those of you who have fixed signs, we have so much change going on right now. I feel like that might impact you in a few different ways, okay? And I do feel like if you have been getting messages for this past few months with so many retrogrades, if you've been getting messages of like, oh, I feel stuck, this isn't working, what's going on for me? Why is this relationship, why can't I, make this work? Why can't I make this job work? If you've been having those situations happen to you and you have some fixed sign energy, meaning your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in some fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, this might be a time of releasing and letting go for you. And I do feel like it is about streamlining things so that what wants to come in can come in. There's space for it. Okay? Ace of Swords, cleaning out that garage right now. If you are, that's good. Two of Swords, definitely feeling like maybe some of you aren't listening to the messages that are coming through. Two of Swords, Three of Swords. Look at this. Ace, 2, 3. Isn't that interesting? Knight of Cups, right? An ending to a relationship so that a new beginning can happen. Some of you just don't want to know about the ending, or don't want to know because you don't want to get your heart broken, or you don't want to have to start all over again. I think that's the energy I'm feeling here. Like if you follow your legit voice, then I feel like you'll be okay with this, even though it might be like a little rip the band-aid off moment. Okay, Six of Wands, Chariot, Eight of Swords, Three of Cups, Five of Swords, Nine of Cups. Okay. Part of this rip the band-aid off moment is that you're going to have to call somebody out, either on their lack of communication, their stuck ideas, their hurtful behavior. All right. I feel like you finally have to say it out loud to this person after all this time. I do feel like could be a long-term relationship and you just don't want to see it end, but you also don't want to have the conversation. There's just this like, I'm not moving forward with it, but I can't stand still. I can't move forward and I can't go back. Right? There's just this little feeling of that for me here. And I feel like this person that you're dealing with is a little bit, I'm going to say pushy, but you could be a boss. It could, just dominating, or, it's my way or the highway. That Aries full moon energy of dominance and power. Okay. And, taking action regardless of how it impacts other people. I do feel like you could come up against that this week and you finally have to speak up. Speak up. And the message that you're delivering is, this is not for me. If you're going to behave like this is not for me. Okay? So the good news is, by doing that, some of you are pushed to do that. And it's one of the big lessons of your life, that you're having to speak your truth, that you're having to actually say it out loud to somebody. Like, hey, this isn't working for me. This kind of behavior from this other person, the Five of Swords, is not good. So, like I said, this person, I see Cancerian energy. I don't really see anything else just yet. But this person is somebody who, like, wants to win all the time, or is very competitive in nature, or something like that. There's somebody who wants it the way they want it, and they don't really see. I feel like it's not really a matter of selfishness. I just feel like they don't really see how things impact other people. And you're finally having to say, hey, when you do this, this impacts me. I know you don't see it that way, right? They don't see it. Eight of Swords. They don't see it. So you're going to have to stand up and communicate this. I feel like the Three of Cups is saying to you that this might be happening before the next holiday. Halloween is the next holiday in the States, whenever the next holiday is for you. It's sort of like a holiday is going to give you an opportunity. Some of you might have plans around the holidays that might precipitate this conversation. You might have travel plans. They might have travel plans. Something. All right. Push comes to shove. You're going to have to stand up and say, hey, this way you've been treating me is unacceptable. And I do feel like it's going to have a good outcome. I want to get clarity around this Knight of Cups. I almost feel like you have a person coming in that's going to make it, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm getting treated really badly. Look at how this person is treating somebody else, a friend of mine or whatever. I feel like it wakes you up. Like, oh, I didn't realize how bad this person was treating me. So please clarify the Knight of Cups here. Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, and Ace of Pentacles. Definitely wanted to go towards something new. I feel like you haven't been really wanting to admit this to yourself for some time. Right? You could be in a job where people really take advantage of you. Colleagues take advantage of you. You could be part of a relationship that's taking advantage of you. And I feel like you're deciding to put in the time and effort for yourself. When you do that, I do feel like things open up. Judgment and the Ace of Pentacles. Something really good coming in here. Let me clarify this Three of Swords too. The Three of Swords. Page of Swords, there's the message. Seven of Pentacles, there's the choice. Three of Pentacles, more choices. Page of Wands. So the beautiful energy of this new communication is coming in. This could be coming from your guides, coming from, your meditations or whatever. But something is coming in that's like, hey, wake up. Make the choice that's meaningful for you, that's good for you. The Seven of Pentacles, she's offering him one pentacle for all of his earnings that he has. There's 6 pentacles there. And then the Three of Pentacles, he's getting a lot more because he's learned. He's like a master. So this can be about your work. It's sort of like somebody is underpaying you or something like that, or someone is not like if you have an employee that's not delivering a lot of value, then there's something here about like inspiration comes in. So at any rate, this is changing. So some of you could really change this situation for the best. It's almost like somebody here is wanting their own way, but not really doing a good job of communicating it. So they might have wanted, a relationship with you because they felt like, oh, good, this person, let's say this person cooks, so I never have to cook. And it's kind of like a little bit off-putting to you that is just like their assumption. And so finally you have to be like, hey, I don't want to be your cook and bottle washer all the time. You need to bring something to the table too. If this is a job situation, you could have come in and your boss just completely, here, do this problematic project that I haven't wanted to do. And they're like, and you're like, oh, okay. Or you hire somebody and they really didn't want to do what you need them to do. And so there's just this like assumption going on here. Now, full moon, right? Shining the light on anything. Full moon in Aries. So what do you want? What do you want? Do you want things to continue the way they are with these unspoken? This is a very common pattern with codependence. Okay, in codependent relationships is a common pattern of understood silent contracts, things that one person assumes, the other one doesn't really disabuse them of that notion. And so they become the guardrails of the relationship, even though there's been no understanding. And so then it becomes kind of like, by not saying anything, if you're the one who's like being manipulated here, by not saying anything, you're kind of like giving your approval, but not saying anything. So you have to say something. Say something. Speak up. And I do feel like you'll be rewarded for that. The 9 of Cups here. One more clarification, the 5 of Swords. It could just be little things too. It doesn't have to be like, oh, we're, gonna fire you, or you're gonna get fired, or like the relationship's over. I feel like there's this 5 of Swords thing though. It's like very unacceptable to you, what this person's doing, right? So I do feel like that there needs to be a little bit of give and take. There needs to be a little conversation here of like, all right, I'm willing to do this. If you're willing to do that, I'm willing to do this. You're willing to do that. And I do think there's an opportunity here. Now, this can mean that this person goes away because they can't take the new rules. And you're going to know it. Either way, you're going to get what you want. Either this person vacates and leaves space for someone new, or this person does change. They do hear you, and you also improve your relationships because you're now willing to speak up for yourself. Ace of Swords. All right. So let's keep going. I have seen a couple of things here. I've seen Sag here. I've seen Cancer. Sag and Cancer, and then maybe all right, we'll look at that. We'll see what comes out of that. Sag, Cancer. I did talk about the fixed signs, so I'll pull some cards around Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, just to see how things are going to be, sitting for the fixed signs, okay? Also Cancer and Sag. All right, my darlings, so the link is below if you want to continue on with me and go deeper. If you're part of our Pathfinders group, the rest of this reading starts right now.